And welcome to Be Sweet RV. I'm LK. Today I take a ride out to Sweitzer Lake State Park to show you around. This is a nice state park just outside of Delta, Colorado, right off of Highway 50. There's a great swim beach area for picnics with a nice flush toilets. You can enjoy these coverings alongside the swim beach. There's kayaks that you can rent, and I'm going to take you up now from Highway 50, heading south up the hill, and you can look over the side of the hill there and see some nice crops growing during this beautiful summertime in July. At this big bend up here, we'll head back east as we get ready to go into the entrance of the park. Now, this is a state park that I remember as a kid going to. I don't even know if it was a state park at that time. But they recently purchased a lot of land on the way into the park. And off to the right-hand side here, you'll be able to see some of the construction that's taking place. They're going to be building a large RV campground with a new visitor center and a new pond for swimming and paddleboarding. As we approach the entrance to the state park, of course, you do have to stop and either pay a fee or show them that you have one of the state park passes. On this particular morning, there wasn't anyone at the gate, although I do have a state park pass. So I took a brief stop before heading into the park where we're going to ride around, and I want to show you the trail that goes all the way around the park. First up, we have the small visitor center, and we have all of the picnic area, the grassy picnic area there to the left, along with the swim beach, a very popular area. People like to come out here and boat and fish and do their picnics and just have a really great time out here at the state park. Now, the lake, of course, is on the left-hand side, and on the right-hand side beyond the trees is where all of that construction is taking place for the new RV park that should be in probably by next year. They've been working on this project for the last couple of years with some grant money to improve this park and make it even bigger and better. This road here is a nice graveled road, very smooth for a gravel road, if you know what I'm saying, accessible easily by bicycle, walking, car, whatever you want to do out here. Pretty nice area. Now, the original plan for the park was to build in some tent camping here along the south side of the park. I was informed that the financing and the money just wasn't there to do that. But they have done a significant amount of improvement to the south side area that was used still for, daytime use and picnics and a little bit of recreation on the water. But they came in and they completely redid this area that we're going to go into. You have to pass the first entrance and then come in on this second entrance, taking a left-hand turn. But they did a significant amount of improvements to this area. They still have the vault toilets, but they're very nice. You see those on the left side. On the right side, you can see some of the new things that they've done, putting in new picnic shelters and tables. Your parking's on the left-hand side. You have to walk your items and supplies over to the right hand, but that's still really nice picnics, and there are picnic tables that are covered. Then you can see the swim beach area, sand that they put in for the nice paddleboard area over that direction, and kayaks over in that direction, along with a very nice swim beach area. And we'll come around here. We're going to actually take just a very quick stop at the vault toilets. I really like this because it's kind of a great place to stop if you've ridden your bike out and you want to go to the trail. Here's a great place to stop, use the restroom, freshen up before heading out to the trail area. Now, if you're going to go out to the trail area, of course, you'll have to go past this day use area. And it's probably a half mile or more from this picnic area all the way back to the backside to where you're actually going to access the trail. Now, I believe that this trail is greatly underutilized because of where it is. It's not someplace up front where you're going to easily get on the trail, unless I will show you a way to do that. But if you happen to be going this direction, you're going to have to go a little bit to get out here. This is great for bike riding, by the way, because there just aren't that many people that go past that picnic area out into this area. That was really, again, pretty underutilized back in the day and still is now. We'll be coming up to a gate that sometimes is closed because of maintenance purposes. But as we come through here, you're going to notice a big change in the road. This gravel here is very coarse and at places very thick, and can be pretty dangerous if you're riding your bike and not paying attention. So I recommend you pay a lot of attention when you're riding through this area, because this gravel can get thick, as you see on the right hand side there. I had to slow down, take my time going up this incline so that I didn't slip. Now the lake is back to our left, and on our right side is a canal that's running along, and I do believe it empties into the lake as far as I know. From here you get a good shot of the Grand Mesa. To the right is the entrance to the trail. We're going to go on and go straight because I want to take you to another pretty underutilized part of the lake. We'll be on the east side of the lake here, and Volt toilet you see to the left hand side, and then there's a pretty good parking area size-wise out here, but there's no place to launch boats or do anything like that. There's not a swim beach back in this area, and that's probably why it's really not used that much. You can see people have been doing donuts and kind of messing up the gravel here. I'm going to go up here to the vaulted toilet area, and I'm going to turn around because this area that we're going to go to on the backside of the lake has a lot more mosquitoes and flies and horseflies. So I'm going to reach into my bags and I'm going to get some bug repellent that I'm going to put on. And I realized that I needed to do more than just try to spray it on. So I'm going to put it on my hands and get it on my legs and make sure that I'm covered, get it up here in a minute. I'm going to put it on my face. So if you come out, be sure that you bring some kind of bug repellent, because on the backside of the lake, you're definitely going to need that, because horseflies bite and it hurts. So bring water and bring your bug spray. That'll help you out a lot. And I also decided to put my hood up. I look a bit like a bobblehead out there. But I thought, that might help too, to keep some of the mosquitoes and horseflies away from me. Now that I've gotten that all taken care of, I'm going to get back on my electric XP e-bike, and we'll head out the same way that we came in, so that we can get to the actual trail that goes around the backside of Sweitzer Lake State Park. Again, I just encourage you to come out and check out Sweitzer Lake State Park if you haven't been out or haven't been out in a while, to see some of the new improvements. I think you'll really enjoy those. We're going to take a sharp left-hand turn and go through. Now, this gets us onto the trail. This area here is somewhat secluded, the canal running to your right, and you'll notice this is very soft gravel. In fact, it's very different from the surface we just left. The gravel here is smaller, softer, and somewhat looser, so you have to be careful as you pick your way through if you're riding a bike, especially with thin tires. Now, one thing they did that was nice is they put out some picnic tables along the route. So if you want to ride your bike out here or walk out here or bring the dogs out here and bring some food, they have picnic tables that you can use. Again, the gravel here is soft and I had to slow down. But there's beautiful views all the way around, 360 views. You can see the Uncompahgre Plateau ahead of us. To the north and to the right is the Grand Mesa. Behind us is the West Elk Mountains, and to the left you'll get a nice view of the San Juans when the skies are clear. Now, as I head up this little incline, I had to be very careful. The gravel was loose and difficult, but I was able to get up. And we're heading closer now toward the lake, still with the canal on our right and some shade trees and a few picnic tables. Just a nice leisurely ride or walk, whichever you choose to do. Again, not many people come back here. Not many people know about it. I don't know that I've ever, come across anyone other than people who were out here actually working on the trail. So pretty secluded, very peaceful. But again, bring your mosquito repellent and bug spray, because a couple of horseflies were nipping at my heels as I was making my way through. Again, another picnic table to the right. One out here in the sun. I think they're really trying to encourage people to use this side of the lake a little bit more. As we come up on this little hill, now we have the lake to our left and the canal to our right. Just a really kind of a nice area. Now, as we get a little further up here and it gets narrower where the canal is right on your right and the lake is on your left, you'll see that there are some spots that you could probably fish from that don't have as many trees. You could probably just hang out here and find an area where you could fish. I would think the fishing out here might be pretty good since nobody's out in this area. So give it a try sometime and see what you think and let me know. Now, as we get closer to another picnic area, you'll be able to see some of the front side of the lake and where we came in at. As we go past this adobe knoll, you'll see that swim beach area where we first came in. Now, on this side of the lake, which would be the north side of the lake, kind of the northwest side of the lake, vault toilet and picnic tables and picnic coverings. You can bring your boats over here and enjoy a picnic. And I stop here just for a second, but the horseflies were definitely hungry and wanted to eat me. So I decided not going to stay here too long, just long enough to kind of look around at the lake here and then decide, well, probably should go ahead and move on. Earlier I said that there was a way that you could access this side of the lake without going all the way around, and you can do that by going over the spillway. This spillway is pretty new. They had to replace the old one, which was crumbling. So this is a nice new spillway, nice new walking path to get around here. And I think there's some storyboards on the left there that you can see. So you can walk and read and learn. I did not stop to see what they were, so I encourage you to do that if you come out. And we'll get up to this gate. The gate is usually closed, so you have to make your way around it. But on the right-hand side is some flush toilets over there, yeah. And a little area, grass area. That's a boat ramp on the left as we make our way through. And the entrance to the park again to your right, and all the parking over there, a little gazebo. And then we make our way right back pretty much where we began our tour, our ride through Sweitzer Lake State Park. I hope you've enjoyed this little ride with me. Be sure to come out. Enjoy the day on the lake. This is a very popular area here in beautiful Delta, Colorado. For B Sweet RV, I'm LK.